The fan works like a gem. The question is, will you be able to install it? I've installed a number of Panasonic exhaust fans over the years, and recently I spent quite a bit of time installing and filming the one you see over my shoulder. I even put up the mock-up ceiling so I could show the installation from both above and below the drywall. After going through the entire process, I've got a pretty good sense of what Panasonic's gotten right, what could be a little bit better, and who I think the fan is actually a good fit for. This is my opinion after actually installing it.
At first glance, this looks like another bathroom exhaust fan, but Panasonic designed this one specifically with replacement work in mind. Instead of treating the fan as one big box you have to somehow get into the ceiling, the installation is broken into separate components. Instead of mounting the fan housing directly to a ceiling joist, Panasonic starts the installation with what they call the Flex Z Fast Bracket. That bracket creates the support structure above the drywall first. The duct connection, electrical section, and fan housing can then be installed from the room side. In the right retrofit situation, that means replacing the fan without needing attic access or cutting open additional drywall.
If you've watched my installation video, you probably noticed one thing. The part that gives almost everyone trouble isn't the wiring and it isn't the ducting. It's understanding how the Flex Z Fast Bracket actually works. Once that clicks though, the rest of the installation is surprisingly straightforward.
The feature I appreciated most wasn't actually the fan itself. It was the installation system. The bracket folds through the ceiling opening, expands into position, and once it's secured properly, everything else builds from that foundation. It's a smart design.
Panasonic could do a much better job explaining that part of the installation process.
The reason so many homeowners struggle isn't because the installation is difficult, it's because Panasonic never really explains what the bracket is doing. Once you understand how the tabs lock beneath the joists and keep the bracket from lifting, the entire installation starts making sense. I also like that Panasonic broke the installation into separate assemblies. The duct and electrical housing installs first. Then the motor housing slides into guide rails and locks into place. Instead of trying to wrestle one large assembly into the ceiling, you're working with smaller, easier pieces.
There's also something I think gets blamed on the fan that really isn't the fan's fault. Sometimes people install one of these and expect dramatically better airflow, but if the duct is crushed or undersized, excessively long, or the exterior vent isn't working correctly, changing the fan alone isn't going to solve that. A good fan still needs a really good duct system.
And this is especially important when you're replacing an older fan. Before assuming the fan is the problem, take a look at what it's connected to. The duct size, the route it takes, and where it actually terminates can matter just as much as the fan you choose. So which setting should you use? 50, 80, or 110 cubic feet per minute? A good starting point is about 1 cubic foot per minute per square foot of bathroom floor area, with 50 cubic feet per minute as a minimum. Just remember, choosing 110 here doesn't guarantee 110 at the grill. Your duct system still matters.
So would I recommend it? Yes. I think Panasonic designed a really solid retrofit fan. I like the build quality, I like the selectable airflow, I like the fact that the entire system was designed around replacing an existing fan without having to rebuild half of your ceiling. That said, I wouldn't buy it thinking that it's going to be an effortless installation. There is definitely a learning curve with the Flex Z Fast Bracket. But once you understand how the bracket, the duct housing, the motor housing, how they all kind of work together, the design is actually quite simple and makes a lot of sense. So if you're comfortable doing a little bit of electrical wiring and you're replacing an existing bathroom fan, I think this is definitely one of the better retrofit options available today.
If you've decided this is the right fan for your bathroom, I've put links below to the fan-only version and the version with the light. And before you start cutting anything, watch my full installation video. I show you how to install this fan 100% from inside the bathroom without attic access, including the Flex Z bracket, wiring, duct connection, and all those little details that make the installation go much smoother.